Was there some story or maybe something that you got to know through the fans that touched you in a way, or you find special to hear?
Just the fact that, you know, they're willing to go to all these extents to come see us play. I mean, there was a guy that I think drove like 12 hours to see one show, which to me is inspiring, you know, that we're doing something that inspires them to make those kinds of sacrifices to come see us.
Because also I was thinking maybe that Israel-Palestine conflict is of course a sensitive thing, but did you find fans on both sides of the story?
Yes, and that was an important part of one of the things we wanted to capture in this documentary, was that when we were at these shows, and not only heavy metal and not only Lamb of God, but when you're at these music shows and you're there for the enjoyment of music, it doesn't, your politics and your race and your religion all go away, and you know, everybody is there to have fun. So it's that's one of the things that we wanted to show off more than anything. When we were in South America, you know, one of the guys was talking about how his brothers had been killed with the violence in Colombia and in Venezuela, and you know, the thing that got him through the day were his, you know, bootleg hard rock cassettes, and that you know, heavy metal was the kind of the soundtrack to his life, and it's what kept him feel alive. And so, you know, those kinds of things that you don't find in, you know, Virginia or New York or London or Holland, where, you know, people are dying all around you, and you know, you have to find a way to turn off that craziness. So
is that, yeah, so for you it's also the positive, or the side of it is also for you that it's motivating also and interesting maybe to get these stories out?
Yes, very much. I mean, yes, and that's why we did take the time to look for people with a story, something that made them inspired by not necessarily us, but hard rock and how they get through the day.
Because do you think that heavy metal, maybe more so than other styles of music, or can bring people together? Maybe also.
I think so. I mean, you know, heavy metal is definitely, you're either you hate it or love it. You know, you're either all in. It's not one of those where, yeah, you know, I kind of you're in it to win it.
Mm-hmm. That makes sense, of course. Yeah. Now you did the release of the album earlier this year. I was just wondering, for you along the way, does it become harder or less harder to come up with new material?
Depends. I don't know. I mean, I think, you know, we're a creative group of guys. And to me, that's, you know, the super fun part of doing this, is to be able to sit and write music and have that feeling when you hit like a perfect riff, or, you know a song is coming together. To me, that's extremely exciting. So I wouldn't say it's gotten harder. It's a little daunting when you have a blank canvas and you know you got to fill it up with quality material. But once you get the ball rolling, you know, it all comes naturally.
When does this usually happen? Because now you, maybe in the cycle of your last record, when does the clean sheet for the next record start to get the first things painted in?
I mean, to me, it's, you know, I'm in touring mode right now, so I'm not necessarily thinking about writing music at the moment.
You all switch off that writing mode?
I don't think we all do. I mean, there's definitely times when I go home and I'll, you know, sit and play guitar and you know, write riffs and document them and stuff like that. But I'm not fully immersed in that side of it at this moment. You know, right now we've got a pretty hefty plate of touring ahead of us. So.
For you the same?
For me, I think it does get harder because I don't want to repeat what we've done, and I don't want it to be I want it to be better than what we've done, and better is hard to qualify, but if we get lazy and just do the same thing over and over again, it seems like a lot of bands do that, and they just kind of slowly fade away. And I'd rather continue to grow and push in different directions, and at least challenge myself on what I've done in the past, and try to step it up, so that when I personally go back and listen to the music, I can say, yeah, I can hear my progression of skills or songwriting or something is you know, I improved instead of just plateaued or fell off. So that's important.